Oh shit, we finally got that little motherfucker. That damn governor finally got his ass. Anyway, that damn Uncle Phil made quick work of Michonne and Hershey, right? Now, he was up there with his crew pumping them up, telling them that we should take this place because these people are evil. They took my eye. He did a good job. That was a good speech. That was a convincing one to get them to say, you know what? We need to go ahead and do this because our lives ain't that great. We got to take something. Somebody's got to bite the bullet. But he already had Michonne and Hershey tied up, hog-tied and everything. And they're trying to fucking redeem Uncle Phil. That was the crazy part. When he was in the truck with Michonne and Hershey, right? He was telling them, you know, what was going on. I'm using you guys as collateral to take the prison. And they confirmed that they're trying to redeem him. I was like, come on the fuck on now. This dude just too far gone for all that. And plus, he should already been dead. So anyway, when they said, this really confirmed it. When Hershey said, yo, governor, he said, don't call me that again. When you see Michonne and Hershey go like this, when they leaned over like this, like what? That part had me laughing like a motherfucker. They said, are you serious? For real? When they leaned, like watch the episode again at 11 or watch it. Video fucking be y'all won't be able to watch it by then. Or watch it again when it comes on again, whatever. Watch them go, huh? That part had me laughing. They really trying to redeem him. That's what they said. He said, I know you're changing and shit like that. And fucking Rick said it later on. He said, you changing dumb shit. For what? He's dying this episode anyway. Anyway, back to the prison. Tyrese finds some shit, man. Somebody's dissecting rats. And pinned it up to the wall. So he realizes it's a psychopath amongst them. So now we got another thing. Because there's a psychopath with them. And like I said, there was a group. That group that pillaged that other group, they might not be around though now. Or I mean, I know they're around, but they might not be in effect because the crew is leaving anyway. So I don't know why they chose not to bring that into effect, but they still might happen. And you still got the psychopath dudes in there. And Tyrese said whoever this guy is, he's the one who did whatever to, what's that girl name? Whatever his little girl that he was so proud of and that homeboy. Forgot their name. Sorry about that. There was only in like 2 episodes. So he said that she was probably the one who did it. Now, Rick already told Daryl what happened. Daryl, of course, was kind of angry, but he wised up to it. And before they got finished doing what they were saying, Uncle Phil fired off a nice ass round on their asses. From that tank, shit was a wrap. So he came out with his demands. He said, you're going to leave this fucking prison for me and my crew. He said, it ain't enough to eat. He said, it's only enough for me and my squad. Period. He said, oh, we're going to kill Hershey and Michonne. And that part was crazy. So he was coming up with demands and whatnot. He said, get the fuck out the prison. Now, Rick is going over trying to figure out what he's going to do. That part was crazy. I think that was a good-ass little scene they had. Now, my boy Daryl, he got his mind right, money right, crew right, ready for war. He's talking to the people in the prison. Not talking to the people in the prison, but talking with his crew outside, handing them guns, telling y'all, let's get ready. Let's get fucking ready. So everybody in the on the outside of the prison, they're ready. Then we cut to Phil's girl, and she done got their offspring dealt with. Now this is the crazy thing. She's watching for walkers. Good. She and the girl is the only people there. She should not let her go within, 10 feet away from her? That part was stupid, first off. And she said she didn't really feel safe. So if she really didn't feel safe, why would she let the girl play 40 yards away or whatever? We found out the place was, floods a lot. So some of the walkers was there at their place, got flooded, and they got buried by the mud. So when the girl was playing in there, at first I thought when she lifted up that board, it was going to be a hole in the damn thing was going to grab him. Turns out it was just a thin layer of mud on top of the walker. It grabbed her. The mom was too busy looking at the other walker, but when she finally turned around, she turned around in time. But what she did was, she started slowly walking. Why do you have to walk down every step of the ladder? First off, if it was me, I'd just jump right off the damn RV. It was just only like 9, 10 feet tops. You can make that. Just duck, tuck, and roll. But even if you don't do that, go down 2 steps, jump off. Even if you go down backwards, go down 3 steps, jump off. And you don't have to be point blank range to shoot off a shot. She waited till she was right on top of the walker before she shot the walker. You could have did that at 5 feet away. She wasn't even thinking. That part was crazy. That was stupid. Anyway, later on, he wants to debate, and Hershey got plucked. He was saying, yo, we can all be in this prison. Now, that was a good idea. Now, it's a good idea that he mentioned that. Not a good idea if he did it. Now, what I was going through in my mind is Rick knows who this guy is. He should have killed him a long time ago. So he should have said, you know what? Come to the prison. And when he's in the prison, obviously, kill the motherfucker. Don't sleep. Wait for him to sleep. And he only got one eye. Take him out. Take the main guys in his camp out too. And let the other people survive and say, yo, y'all can live here. They're going to take it because they wanted to be in there anyway. But you can't let, the governor live because that motherfucker, damn sure he ain't going to, live amongst Rick. So anyway, he was debating, right? And I was like, when he was pulling that sword away, I said, he's going to kill Herschel. And then I said, wait, hold on. What the fuck? He started slowly dropping. I said, they better not don't do this to me. And he did it. He chopped Herschel up. So that was good. So I was thinking that he was going soft. I said, he's going to let Hershey live? No, he fucked him up. So good old governor is still somewhat there. I think what they were trying to do was say, hey, he's changing, but he's got to handle a few things before he fully commits to this change. Anyway, the homies missed their bus, and the kids are soldiers, right? The bus packed up enough people, and they left. I don't know why they left that damn fast, because my boy Glenn was on the bus. He should have stopped their asses. But do they have another bus somewhere? I think they must have somewhat one bus. They got something else ready. So anyway, Glenn, I don't think Glenn would just take off without there being another bus or something ready. But they took off, so now it's people still at the prison trying to fend for themselves. Rick, Carl, and Maggie, and a couple other people. They're trying to fend for themselves. Tyrese, Sasha, my boy Bob, he got shot. But so they trying to fend for themselves. I guess they better have a contingency plan because they fucked up the last few times. So if they don't learn from their mistakes, it's going to make it seem redundant and mundane. It's going to be too much. And anyway, plus Michonne, she never misses her mark. And when they started busting off shots, Michonne got right into action. That part had me going. I was like, yeah. She started rolling over, cut the rope, got her sword, started cutting people's heads off, automatic, instinctively. But the dude in the damn tank was an idiot. He blowing holes all up in the prison. Why would you live in a place with holes? You already knocked down the fence, which is okay because you can park your tank there where you knocked it down and fix that up. Why would you put holes in the damn prison? That was stupid. You want to live there, right? Now, I can see if you were firing shots at the ground, like close to where the people was at. But don't shoot through the walls. That was stupid. And the kids started, that Carol was taking care of, they took people out. They started killing. They killers. They like Carl now. And anyway, Uncle Phil, he's about done. Michonne took him out. Well, didn't take him out, but she was going to die anyway. Uncle Phil's wife, Vivian, took him out. I don't know what she's going to do. She's probably going to die anyway now. But anyway, we're going to start off with the bad thing. I'm going to give this episode 4 out of 5 because it did keep me entertained throughout the whole episode. And they did have, some changes in the episode. Well-needed changes. Took too long. Governor should have been there way earlier. We didn't need 5 episodes of a flu. I already told you 2 episodes would have been sufficient and it would have been good. Because us getting introduced to a flu that actually helped walkers penetrate the building. That was another aspect of an apocalypse that most people probably didn't take into consideration that we learned. So that was good, but not 5 episodes. We didn't need Uncle Phil to change. That was stupid. He was dying this episode anyway. Why would we need the governor to change? For what? At first, I didn't think they was trying to redeem him. There's been some foreshadowing, but what I thought they were going to do was he was just trying to not change himself, but just go back to where he was. You know, back when he was in Woodbury or Nutbush, whatever the fuck he was at. I thought they was just trying to get him back to that point, which makes sense because he knows he snapped. So he's like, oh, you know what? I snapped. Let me get back to where I was at. That would have made sense. Him getting his crew together and fucking shit up, that was great. But we didn't need him to talk about some, I'm going soft now. You know what? I want a white picket fence. Shit. It's a good thing my boy Rick and them is on parole when they got out. The good thing about this episode was the danger's back. Right. That's right. Because we've been in that soap opera mode for a good minute. The Walkers wasn't involved. The Walker wasn't involved in this episode, but as long as we got something involved with the Walkers. The Walkers wasn't involved other than that girl getting bit. And it was more so them facing, you know, another group. But that should have happened a long time ago. What you call him, my boy, Governor should have already been taken care of. Should have been dead already. Been dead. But at least the danger's back. Now we know that they can get fucked up. Hershey got fucked up. People can get fucked up. That's good. That's back. That's what we need. It got too mundane and it got too complacent. This is an apocalypse. And we already know, like I said, people are going to turn into zombies at some point in time. Why aren't they looking for a cure? Come on. And you know people are still living. They battling people that's living, you know, day to day. Well, not day to day, not since they moved to that prison. Moving into the prison was a good idea for the first couple minutes. But now you got it. They should, like I told you, they should have been sending people out to handle things. Not let's, let's just sing Kumbaya and hope things turn out all right. How long is that going to keep a show running? I know they might do that in real life, but this is a damn show. You got to keep things moving. It's an adventure show. Keep shit moving. But it's a good thing we out of the prison now. People on parole, they getting out. You know, they're out, fresh out the slammer, ready to do some things. So that's a good thing. I hope that, like I said, they got some contingency plan because before they were so disorganized. After so many months and whatnot of being on the road and doing things and knowing that shit can go wrong, they by now should have a plan of if something go wrong, if all else fails, we got some place that we're going to meet up before we go XYZ. So I'm hoping that's what they're doing. I'm hoping that's what because plus they already had a plan on how they was going to escape the prison. So they better have a plan on where they're going to go. And next, I hope that they actually finally trying to do something in terms of the actual zombie apocalypse. Because we've been in soap opera mode. This episode wasn't in soap opera mode. That was the greatest thing about this episode. Kept me entertained throughout the whole thing. But we need them doing something other than just living. You see that this ain't no reality show. We need them doing something other than growing fucking vegetables and Rick becoming a farmer. We need more than that. We need them doing something. But leave your comments. Let me know what you think about this episode. I give it a 4 out of 5. Other than those couple things, which really, other than the Uncle Phil thing, you know, changing. That's part of this episode. It taking too long wasn't. That's this episode combined with all the other stuff that was happening in the other episode. So just based on this episode, we got everything we wanted. It just took too long and, you know, finally we got some resolution. So I'll give it a 4.4 out of 5. I think it was great in terms of what's been happening. It's very refreshing. And it's a good way to end a season. Although it should have happened at the beginning of the season. We should have had something even better at the end of the season. But anyway, fuck the dumb shit. Like the video and subscribe. Anime and manga means more. My boys fresh out the slamming. They just did a fucking dime.